Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hands up! Lead! 2 by 2. Move! Hands up! Hands up!
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Dalton here from the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Check.
A handoff. It's Murray. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
I got him. On me. Mike 55. He got 368. You.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
9 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Eat. Watch the screen. Check 9. Nice.
From midfield here, Dalton. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Regular. 58's the money.
To throw here, Dalton. finds his tight end Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. Come, baby. Come, baby.
Murray now on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
And Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Robert Kimdichie able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It's second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray with a third and long. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Gary Jennings with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Dalton flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. 58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Set.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now, after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shaquille Barrett gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. On target over the middle to Hill. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Ladies!
58, come on! Hey! 58, boys, 58!
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And, oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. First down, Murray. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Murray. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go, baby.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
Here you go, 368.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Murray. Murray, strong running, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first down, Murray. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 39-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Squeeze, double. Hey, alert 3.
Here you go, can. Check 49.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check.
Yeah, pass it.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
44. Here you go.
Let's get off the field, D.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Seahawks first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Eluding the pressure right. 10 more there and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Mike 51, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun to give to Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
First down, Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Murray going to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Turn the ending. 2 times.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Come on,
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the run, it's Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Murray. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Gary Jennings with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point safely through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hands up! BAT! 2-by-2. Move!
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, D.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hands up. Lead.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Target, 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 target.
Rager. Hands up.
Dalton, 1st and 10. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Can.
Throwing again. Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let him know. 58, right over there. Right over there.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. He finds Roberts complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
2 by 2. Move. Bravo.
It's just me.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go. You set? Get to Pittsburgh.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son.
After the turnover, here's Murray. His short throw caught by Goddard. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Hands up, Larry! Coming this way, here we go, here we go! Hands up!
On first down, Murray. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Dalton here from the gun. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch his flat! Watch his flat! Motion!
58, right over there, right over there.
Side.
58, right there.
Over here. Hands up!
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
We got this.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Move. I got you. Mike, 55.
Operating from the gun. Dalton looking deep for Hilton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Throw away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
We have 5-6. Mike 55. Nice, sweetheart.
And it'll be Dalton again. And he's got his man Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Andy Dalton now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Another chance for Dalton. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready. Tighten up. Pull it together.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down. 3rd and 14.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Hands up, please.
Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Here we go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go.
Mike 54. Oh, yeah.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Sproles. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run into Sproles. Sproles lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
54, Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Regular.
54 is Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Check. Watch 54. Watch.
1st and 10 for Dalton.
Check that back.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patterson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here you go, Cam. 54. You ain't set.
Throwing again on second down. Dalton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patterson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Sproles. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Sproles. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A 49-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on third down. He'll They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Steelers go for first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Listen, hot. Your next team.
Here it comes.
Hey, go 368.
Check right, check.
Hey, Haywood.
All day, all day.
That's up.
Now Dalton with a first and 10. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. On second and 10. Dalton, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Pick it up, G. Mike, 55. Check.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Shakes off the sack. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big